Hello, and welcome back to Let's Play Test the Pit Modded. We are going to be picking up our Rapari run here. When last we left off, we were doing well on 2 of the 4 categories. Those being armor, we are awesome. Weapons, we are pretty good at. The main thing we're missing now is a laser weapon of some kind. Should we run into Spectre, we can try to deal with it with grenades. Spectres take half damage from them. Um, but we don't have any really high penetration weapons, so that'll be the next thing. Next rung down is food. We are okay for now on it, but we will need more food soon. We can keep nibbling this meat for the time being. And thankfully, because our armor and weaponry are pretty good, hopefully we won't need to rest much. And then there's instant healing, which we are quite awful at, as you can see. Now, before I head to the next floor, I have a few notes about things that have changed. First of all, I've started working on the manifestation tree. You can see here, mana used to be a 50 skill level spell, and that's been reduced to 30. It is also, the effectiveness has been reduced. It costs a little less, 60 instead of 80, but the actual bread that you produce is only worth 20 food instead of 30 food to reflect how much easier it is to get to now. The fire ability is skill level 45 instead of 65, I believe. It was a very hard tree to get into normally. And Dissolve will now actually affect the armor class of weapon or of enemies. It reduces their armor by 40% each time, so it's very effective the first time you cast it, not so much second, and then third time is probably worthless. As an example, a Warbot has an armor class of 150. If you cast it once, it'll be reduced by 60 to 90, which is much more killable with non-laser weaponry. And the second time you cast it, it'll be reduced by 36 to 54. Now this dissolve effect has also been, not dissolve, but the armor reducing effect has also been included on the corrosive grenades, which previously only really hurt you in that they damaged your inventory. I haven't touched duplication yet. That is going away. Some ideas are generating like a decoy version of you or something like that enemies would attack. Being able to summon a creature, that's sort of appropriate for the floor level you're on. Or just because of the picture, I thought maybe turning it into a fireball. It's always nice to have a fireball, right? Let's see, what else has changed? Fire and ice enemies now take double damage from their opposing element, so Bryoids don't like ice, and Cryoids and ice worms do not like fire. And the final change is that AI labs and creation stations have been added to more recipes. AI labs are supposed to be just like regular labs, except you get a bonus to them, but they were left out of like half of the recipes for no real reason, it looks like. And the creation station, you should be able to craft everything with them. And they were just missing a few, it seemed like. Alright. With all those changes, it's probably the mod is at a point where I can go ahead and release the next version. I'll probably do that either after this play session or tomorrow, something like that. And I'll start including change log notes on the spreadsheet, since it seems like a couple of people have actually downloaded it now. So, and we are all loaded as we are going to be. I reduced the capacity of the thumper here from 25 to 20, since it seems like it's really wrecking fools. Let's head down to the next floor. This is a pretty easy start. You know, now that I look at this, I'm going to go ahead and put the re on my second bar because it's quite low in durability. And I suppose I could just use the sharpening kit on it, but for enemies with low penetration, the blade is basically just as good. They do the same damage, they have the same accuracy, just the re has 20 more penetration. Walk over here, and I'm gonna a couple swings at this guy. In the interest of saving food, I'm probably gonna start using the blade on these guys. Plus, I don't want the brain guy here to start healing them. I made the mistake of keeping my back face to an open door. Thankfully, I haven't paid for it yet. It would be nice if I could get this guy to stay in here and close the door and use that trick on him. Well, that doesn't look like that's the case. That's not real. Again, you can see the grab change. These guys do have a decent amount of armor. I'm going to go ahead and fix my re. I don't really care about taking that much damage. I have a level up. However, don't want you to keep healing him. And he has Reflect on, and I can't step here because of the Adaptoid, so probably should have been paying better attention.
Stop following me.
Okay, here we go. Now I can splat his brains. Let's get into range so he can't throw a grenade at me. Alright, not too bad. Oops. Wrong one. There we go. We'll take a look at our map here. We're basically in the center of the map, so I'm not really sure where the exit is. Could be here, could be here, could be up here. I guess to start, I'll go this way and loop around. And I forgot I do have the flamethrower for specters, so I'm probably going to keep some ammo in that for now.
Shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up!
Definitely do not want to be setting up an alarm yet. Do I want giant mitochondria? I have 5 already, so I don't think I really need it. It's been a couple days since my last run, or since last playing this run, so I'm not sure how long I've had this level up. So I'll probably use it pretty soon. Security rooms are good ways to need to use your level up. Oh. Yes, come here. Come here. Alright. If you don't want to fight, you can just sit there and die. Okay. Silicoid Techmites. I don't think the Thumper will do good damage against him. I looked at the files and I think it's actually a ballistic weapon, but I'm not necessarily sure. These guys do inventory damage. Obviously I could use my flamer, but I did want to keep some ammo in that. Alright. No shortage of shotgun shells, so I'm just gonna use those. Not while stunned, though. Now that that actually affects your skills. Yeah, it does a little bit of damage. I guess for science purposes, we'll see if the thumper does anything to him. I mean, you do have to hit. Oh, it does. Cool. Make sure you have a melee weapon equipped when you're about to get berserked by these guys. Thankfully, we resisted. We got an energy cell and some razor teeth that we cannot pick up. But we do want to pick up. I'm going to go ahead and level. Just, it wasn't that close, but keep boosting our finesse here. I'm going to keep going for 60 finesse, in case I get that carbine drop. Getting pretty close to manipulation, which would be awesome. Let's see, we have the results of a double level. Oh, I did double level. Yeah, that's right, I double leveled last time. Alright. So I guess I won't be boosting anything, because I don't have any other psi skills to improve. And I don't want to waste 2 points on a guy with such low skills. Now what can I drop here? Drop the disease extract. It would be nice to make another pheromone bait. I have 1 candy egg. I only have 2 hum gums, so I'd like to use this if I need to. I think I'm going to go ahead and drop the antibodies. Sounds like we got a crazed Tarka getting ready to show up. It heard that there was a weapon locker and wanted to know if I needed it destroyed. It's a snake. It's a fairly ornate door, so I think it'll probably take him a while to open it. I'm just gonna go ahead and keep it open. Oh, how does the thumper work on him? Okay. Never mind. Forgot those guys have really good dodge. Not sure how snake dodges, per se. It's not like it can run around. Alright. Looks like we got quite a few people's attention there. Take 1 step back from the corner there, so he'll hug this wall. These guys have fairly low armor, so I'll just use the blade. And he's still working on that door. He should be able to come this way now, since that door is open. I'll try to be greedy and see if I can get away with using my pepper box here. That's when it would be nice to have a spear. We do want to recharge our digital assistant and our hyper multi-tool, so that Very much want to get access to that. I don't even have to go around the corner. I should just step up to this guy. Not like he can do any damage to us with armor. So sad. Hello there. %, and we do have razor teeth, so we could try to make improvised lockpicks. But is it worth trying to backtrack for it? Well, we do have to take a loop around this way anyway, so maybe we'll get lucky and get a lab here, and then it's not too far of a backtrack once we get here to come back this way. So we'll leave it for now. No problem there. These Gestalts don't have very much armor, so the blade is fine on them. Oh, I might use the Re on this guy. The Utuku. I think he has decent armor. Well, there's someone in the door there. So I will just step back, shoot him. Ah, okay. These guys do a fair amount of damage. So we're going to focus on him for now. Oh, could the timing be any better? Okay, we definitely want to pick that up. I'm sorry, disease extract. I knew that was going to be wasteful, but I don't want to waste my base paste charges. Oh, I thought we had some. Oh, we do have some fat strips. How many is it? Just one? Nah, okay. I'll just eat it. Got an increased health trap there, which is awesome. Oh, hello. So I'm going to head back up to that weapon locker now. I think with the lockpick it should be around 99%. Okay, after this shot, he's going to split. Ah, and the Flipper Box actually one-shot him. Smaller enemies in the mod don't have as much health as in the base game. The amount of health they get per floor is reduced. 92. Okay, I'm still going to stick to my plan then of seeing if I can find a lab. Really shouldn't be wasting food like that, but I just want more weapons. What can I say? As I was saying, so in the base game, every enemy gets 1 extra health, 1 extra max health per floor. That's why rats, which have a health of like 2 to 5 or something like that, on floor 40 will have like 45 hit points. I reduced that to half, but I also made it so enemies do more damage. I'd like to get that balanced to the point where it's not any harder or easier. It just doesn't take as long. It doesn't really affect the more difficult creatures that much. You know, if you've got the difference between 240 health and 220 health isn't that much. But especially when you're playing on harder difficulties and you have to conserve your what you call it, your ammo as much as possible, and you know, or your durability, so you end up punching things or using your weaker weapons, or just having to take like 10 turns to kill something that's not dangerous with a blade or a knife. It's just boring. But we definitely do want the psionic focus. It doesn't help us that much as Rapari, because it boosts our nearly non-existent psi regen. This is starting to get pretty tough. I would like to keep this in case I need it. I should just take this pretty soon, but it can help me get a level up. This is useful for making improvised medkits, and I think so. The counter poison item has been changed, so not only does it cure any poison, but it'll also make you immune to spore damage. I can't remember if this is used for it still. Yeah, counter spore. It's also a lot easier to make. Before it had a really high skill check. But anyway, so we want to keep that. I guess I'll throw away the punch claws for now. We still have the breaching charges. Alright, now that we've cleared everything, we'll go ahead and try to use this. How many do I have left? I have 3. I don't think I'm going to use it. It's such a low chance. We'll just go ahead and take our damage, radiation, and inventory damage and be on our way. Definitely want that. That's useful for making laser rifles. Not gonna need servos anytime soon, I believe. Yeah, these are useful now in making the stronger turrets, but they're a fairly common drop. I think they're more common than these combat processors are. Excellent indeed. Definitely want a fuel cell. I could toss some of the high explosive rounds. The weapons that use them are pretty uncommon. But it does feel wrong to throw away ammo, especially on Rapari. I'm gonna go ahead and eat this, I guess. A trick I always use is I never close the important trapdoors, especially this one because it's a very weak door. Because you never know when, at some point, some creature is going to break it down. Carrion Shambler. Oh my goodness. All sorts of dead things in here. Let's see, if I stand here, I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to see him. But We'll look and see. Got their attention. This is a pretty good flamethrower, and since I do have a reload on it, I'm going to go ahead and take it. Not now. Can't see anything particularly dangerous, so never pass on an opportunity to kill an Arbuda. And he dropped meat. Delicious taint. I'm just gonna go ahead and eat that now. Whoops. Thankfully the pole helped me out there. I don't like that the pole screws up their AI, but I just can't help myself from abusing it. Take a little gamble here on killing him. Excellent.
Shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up!
Alright, now that the room is a little more cleared out, shoot that guy from far range. Get all the doors closed so we don't get pincer attacks. Pincer attacked? I can never remember which one it is. I believe these guys have the best dodge in the game. I would have a better chance of hitting him if I stepped back, but I want to be able to close the door, and he has a stunning attack. We'll just shoot him. And he's dead. Sadly, no lab in here. Sparker isn't terribly useful. Oof. Never mind. Got some more rifle rounds. I'm gonna drop some more stuff. Alright, I'm just gonna keep one batch of high explosive rounds. Toxic grenade. These are also very useful. One of the few grenades that the vanilla pit has that actually works. I don't want to throw away anything, really. There's another thing about the pit I'm sort of torn on. I do like that you have to pick and choose the things that you carry, but sometimes it does seem a little bit too tough. I'm gonna drop the giant mitochondria. They show up quite a bit, so I'm not sure whether anything should be done to change that behavior or that part of the pit. Some people absolutely hate the inventory minigame. Alright, we're gonna go back and see if we get a weapon here. Might have to do quite a bit more inventory Tetris. Not great, but decent. We have a way to repair our ballistic stuff now, which is good. So we have a way to repair pretty much everything we have now. Polymer infuser, sharpening kit, and ballistic repair kit. I think I'm just going to go ahead and fix some of my stuff and then drop one of these sharpening kits. Has this even been damaged yet? No, it hasn't. Okay. Still need one more spot, though. It's awesome, though, having 300 and some odd rifle rounds. I'm not going to complain about that. Could eat the candy egg. Don't want to throw away the sonic nodules. That's the way to make more hum gum. Ideally, I would just have a large stack of hum gum and then not need this. I guess I'm going to throw away the combat processors. I'd hope to be able to show off turrets, because they're quite a bit more useful now, but that will have to wait. Now, there might be another weapon here. I'm going to sneak up on these guys. So up close, they really can't do any damage to us. He dropped a firebomb, which is awesome, but does not help our inventory woes. Would like to close this door, but can't because I have move of 1. But we leveled up. Just wait here a couple turns, and then I can close it. What are you useful for? Potato salad, which has been buffed. Healing salve. Liver and onions. There's a new item that's raw liver. It was a sprite that existed. I just went ahead and made an item for it. It drops off of kitty cats, I believe. Healing salve. Now, does that take... Is that the one that takes the ancient herbs? Healing salve. There we go. Another change I'd like to get in is a quality of life one where you could use your scroll wheel to scroll this thing up and down. Yeah, that takes ancient herbs, which they're not that rare. They do drop off the Arbuda type enemies. I'm gonna drop some pistol rounds. You can use them to craft shotgun shells, but I'm not particularly hurting for them right now. And they are a very common drop. I'm gonna go around the corner here, so something can't shoot us while we're fighting him. Sounds like there's some light security bots there. Oops. Don't forget to follow your own advice. Hmm. 60%. How many energy cells do we have? So I could use this to recharge... Use an energy cell to recharge my digital assistant, which would then give me more skill ups and a way to charge this up. I took a gamble on not doing that last time, but I think this time I'm going to go ahead and use that strategy. And we also have our force field belt to recharge. Never mind, never mind. So there's an interesting mechanic that I found in the game's code but isn't actually being used, is that there are trapper enemies. So they're able to go and actually plant traps that would be able to hurt you, which could be pretty interesting. If they could only do it maybe after they were alerted to you, I think it would be good. Kind of like the crazed Tarkas. I don't think it's fair for them to start planting traps, from the other side of the map. That wouldn't be very different than just having the traps there in the first place. But if they'd only happened after they saw you, that could be interesting. Maybe on an Arbuda type creature that could go fast, or crazed human or something like that. So there's at least 3 enemies still in there, because these guys aren't moving. Okay. What's the best way to take... Well, he can't really do us that much damage. So we'll just go ahead and let him shoot us. He can. We want better range, so we can shoot him with our auto rifle. This would be a good flamer shot if it wasn't for the fact that we would hit the charging station there. Alright. There we go. That's what we wanted. Get up nice and close to him. Use our higher penetration blade. No problem. Not getting lucky with those, are we? Wow, 7 energy cells. I'm of a mind to reduce the amount of energy cells. It seems like you just get a ton of them, especially late game. Alright, still looking pretty good. We didn't get any food that floor, except for the tainted meat that dropped. But we're still looking okay. We have another level up, so we can head down without worrying about dying because of our lack of insta-healing. And we got a way to repair our ballistic items, which is good, because our pepper box is going to break soon. I think I'm going to call it a video for now, so thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.